Pucks for Pets coming up on April the 14th, and we got some special guests in studio today. Corporal Chris Kozlowski, did I get that right?
Kozlowski, yes.
Kozlowski, and don't have to call me sir, of the Romulus Police, along with Andrew Carricker. Did I get that one right? Andy? Yeah, okay. Also the Romulus Police Department, Jake Fidel with the Inkster Fire Department, and Dan Powers, who represents the Michigan State Police. Welcome, everybody. Whose idea was this to put this together? All right, Chris, you're on. How did this come about, and why your charity, and what gave you the idea to go with the Red Wing alumni?
Well, I figured let's come up with something to get involved for the community pretty much and get other communities involved. And why thinking about it, our animal shelter serves not only Romulus, they do Van Buren, Inkster, and Garden City. And I figured since they serve those communities as well, that I know hockey players at those communities, and we can get a hockey game together and raise proceeds for our animal shelter.
I think it was Darren McCarty said that did a little trash talking about you guys. Of course, I don't think there's going to be too much of that, but it's kind of fun, going back and forth with some of these guys, right?
It is. It's part of hockey. Get a little chippy out there, you might as well say, but it's all in fun. It'll be a great time.
Going to go up against some tough Romulus cops coming up here. You ready to take them on?
Well, you know what? We'll have to. We take on all comers, bro. So, you know what? That's the luxury that I have. I've played in the '80s, '90s, and 2000s, so we can play any way we want.
Now, how did you get these guys together?
Well, Carriger, he works at the Romulus Police Department, so I know he played hockey. And Fidel, I was informed that he plays hockey with the Inkster Fire Department, so I got in contact with him. Then one of our co-workers at Romulus, this is Dan Powers, so Dan Powers is friends with one of our co-workers. So he plays hockey as well, and so I was notified for have Dan come out and participate as well.
Now, you were at the played a lot of hockey in Westland. You can step up here a little bit if you want. You played a lot of hockey in Westland yourself, and they had the game out at Westland that we went to here a couple of weeks ago with the Red Wings and the Westland Mayor's posse out there, I guess you might want to call them. Were you ever involved in something like that?
Something of this caliber, no. I've played in a couple charity games here and there against other local departments. Played with Pittsfield Township last year in Ann Arbor, but no, something to this scale, never anything like this.
Being from Westland or that area, you probably know who Mike Madonna is, of course, very well-known name in this area. And how did you get your start in hockey?
I started playing hockey when I was a little kid, 4 or 5 years old, and then played all through high school and a little bit into college. And then once I found out the fire department had a team, just kept playing with those guys. And Chris got in touch with me, so it'd be cool playing in this game.
Where are you playing your hockey at?
All over. I started playing again when I was 6, 7 with the neighbor kids, and been playing with Western Wayne, local PD team around here. And Chris said he was putting this together, and I was all about it.
Have any of you guys ever played together before, or is this kind of new for you?
This is actually going to be new. All of us on the same team, this is going to be new. It's going to be great.
With Romulus Mayor Leroy Burcroft, Mayor, we've got a big day coming up on April the 14th. Several things happening, but a very important one is going to be on the afternoon at 4 o'clock at the Taylor Sportsplex. Our police department, plus members of the, I think it's the Inkster Fire Department. We've got some state police involved, and a couple of Romulus police officers, and we're going to do Pucks for Pets. I've been able to say that several times without doing any major damage. This is a big thing for us here in Romulus because we are the host for 4 communities, right?
Yes. In fact, we're very proud. It's great, and I got to give kudos to Councilman Wadsworth. He kind of started this initiative years ago, and now we're not just helping Romulus residents, as you mentioned, several other communities. So this is a first-time event ever. So this is something new, something different, but we appreciate the fact that we have first responders stepping up to help us raise money for the animals. So it's going to be in Taylor. We don't have an ice arena big enough for this, so we'll be in Taylor. But the main thing is we're having fun for a good cause, and those proceeds will help with our animal shelter.
A lot of people say, well, why is Romulus having to take care of other people's animal problems? We've got an agreement with Garden City, with Inkster, and with Van Buren Township, besides our own animal problem.
I think it's just really working with your neighbors. And so we have the capacity. We have a beautiful facility. So as long as we have the capacity, we can help them. And there are some fees that are charged to those to offset our costs. So just so the public knows, we don't have on the Romulus residents' dime out service needs. There is a small agreement, a service agreement. So as long as we're able to have the capacity at our center and the manpower to do it, it works out well. And it's just really the right and the neighborly thing to do.
Another Red Wing alumni, former Red Wing, of course, Darren McCarty has come out to help out the people of Westland, and I hope you come over to Taylor to help out the people from Romulus on April the 14th, I think it is. So what's it like to come out in these alumni games and kind of put on the skates again? I know it's not the same game, but
it's more fun. What are you talking about? Less stress, more fun. Look, I get to eat pizza between periods. Well, I mean, I did that when I played, but it's not. You're not too worried about it. But the bottom line is to be able to have something where you can help different cities, townships, organizations, foundations, give a little bit of our time, post-career. Lucky for me with the 4 Stanley Cups, we have a lot of history together, me and you out there and people here. So to be able to take a night out of the year and share it, we try to get around to as many as we can. I know that some of the guys that aren't here this time, it's always scheduling conflicts, but we enjoy it, we love it.
What was your name again?
My name is Michael Edward Redmond. Came to Detroit in 1971 for the Big M, Frank Mahovlich. And thanks to the good people of Michigan, I'm a full-time resident now. It's a wonderful thing.
So this group, they go around the area, and I think you go outside of the area sometimes too, and play hockey basically for charitable causes. In this case, it's to help out this arena.
There's a bunch of 1, 2, 3, 4s on that. Number one, since Jimmy Peters and the gang started this thing way back in, I think, the 50s, right. The Red Wing alumni have helped raise nigh on $7 or $8 million for different causes and fundraising of that nature, and people will say, gosh, it's great, that you guys come and do what you do, and so on and so forth. And I go, hang on a second, you have no idea what it does for us in here, in our hearts, to be able to be in a position to make a difference and just pull the trigger on that, and putting smiles on especially the young boys and girls' faces is priceless for us. So it's really good to keep that tradition going.
Any truth to the rumor you're going to play goal?
I'm not going to play goal.
Without a mask.
I tell you what, that would raise a lot of money as a comedy event, watching me try to keep the puck out of the net. But I will be there with my maroon and white on, cheering on and trying to support the animal shelter.